Alright, another villainous manga. This is one I saw in the recommendations for the one within the villainous, and I was curious. I had not seen it before. I pulled it up, read it in half a day, and it was, pretty good. I enjoyed it. Now, I'm not sure if this is the official title, but it is called With One Day Left, I'll Break All the Destruction Flags, Serves You Right, RTA 24-Hour Record. This is a complete villainous manga with 16 chapters, and as far as I can tell, there isn't an official English release yet. There is a light novel as well. I don't know for sure, but it shows that it is still ongoing. Looking into it, it looks like Volume 1 is what the manga adopted, and Volume 2 is a sequel focusing on new characters of a sequel game. Honestly, reading the description for it did make it sound very interesting. There is a sequel game, and the main character of the second volume finished the harem route naturally, but ends up realizing that she is reincarnated and she's in a game, and she does not want this. That's all I can really tell for right now. Now, I'm not sure how many other people will agree with me on this, but I am at the point where I really enjoy reading shorter, complete stories. The fact that this one was only 16 chapters, I jumped on it. Ratings for this are pretty good. People are mostly saying the same thing about it. The quick premise of this is that it has a deadline of 24 hours, and in that time, the main character has to change her whole destiny, and that's what most people found interesting. The story does count down. It lets you know how much longer we have before the main character has to face everyone. I thought this main character was pretty good as well. I appreciate that she continued to be a villainess. In order to save herself, she didn't start a nice campaign. She used all of her resources and didn't back down from the fact that she was a duke's daughter, and almost everyone else ranking-wise was beneath her. She used underhanded methods, flung money around basically, and was manipulative. Personally, I really love when villainous characters actually act as such. Without getting into spoilers just yet, I want to quickly mention the ending. I thought it was good. I saw a Reddit forum for the series on our Otome Isekai, and someone who has since deleted their account posted about the ending as well, and I really do enjoy that most people liked it. So there are 16 chapters, but the 15th chapter is the end of the story, while the 16th chapter is actually an epilogue that skips a couple times in the future. The very last moment of the 15th chapter, the end of the story, is just a shot of the main character just breaking down. Like people said in the forum, it was refreshing to see. It was sad but realistic to the situation. She did what she had to do to save herself, but it was all in 24 hours. Her feelings and the love that she had didn't just magically go away. She was heartbroken and completely sad just receiving this enormous amount of hate from someone she loved wholeheartedly the previous day. If there hadn't been an epilogue and that was just the series ending right there, I would have been satisfied with it. That's how good I found it. It's just a bittersweet ending. Something else I enjoyed is that with these stories, the original female lead is always going after powerful men, the prince, a duke, a powerful magician, and whatever else. Even though it's just a story, it's always like, why is everyone supporting this? She is targeting men of influence. It's obvious what she's doing. And in some I've read, it's a huge threat to the kingdom. This one actually points that out. Other characters realize how big of an issue this is and help the main character stop her. It's not just about saving the main character because they like her. It's about the safety and security of the kingdom, and I appreciate that finally being a point characters consider. Now, before I get into spoilers, I will quickly mention moments in this series that could be upsetting or potentially triggering, as there are a couple. The first one is the last chapter towards the end. The main character is almost punched by the prince, the person that she loved. He is really going for her, but someone steps in, but he does try very violently, so it could be upsetting for some. The other one, and honestly the bigger one, is sexual assault against one of the male capture targets. A basic description of what happens is one of the female characters has loved this male character for a long time, and she uses a very powerful aphrodisiac in his tea that was given to her by the main character. He loses control and everyone else sees it as he assaulted her, when in reality, she drugged him so this would happen. If this is something you're not comfortable reading, you can skip these moments with the king's brother. It doesn't change much of the story, or just pass on reading this altogether. As for the story, I'll move into spoilers from here, so skip the rest of this video if you don't want to know. So the story starts with the main character having realized that she is the villainous character in a game, and the next day she'll experience the condemnation event, resulting in her losing everything. These are all memories and knowledge from a past life, and she is determined to turn it all around. In these 24 hours, she has multiple people to stop, collect some damaging evidence, gather allies, and call off her engagement before the prince knows. The most unbelievable part of this is honestly how everyone is just available. She needs to meet with people, and they're like, sure, it's late or short notice, and then they meet with her. What's a nice detail, and this is pointed out at the end of the story in a bonus, is that in the 24 hours, she wears 6 different dresses, and they all represent a different situation she had to deal with and overcome. She has her main dress. This is what she mostly wore in the first several chapters that seem to make up the first volume. This is when she's making her deals and plans. Then when she is dealing with characters who can impact the condemnation event, she changes into different dresses. The last dress that she wears in the main story I find very pretty as well, as it's pointed out not only in the bonus, but also in the story as well, that it is a very pretty blue dress that's a great contrast to all her other ones which have been read so far. There is also a 7th dress that is her wedding dress that is in the epilogue. As for the epilogue, it does answer questions as to what happened after the condemnation event and some things about the original female lead. I wasn't too interested in the romantic interest for the main character, but their ending in the epilogue was very cute. I did love it. I did have a good little laugh as they are getting married, and it is revealed that they had a child who looks like he's about 2 to 3 years old, and the very first thought I had was, oh my gosh, they had this child out of wedlock. So would I recommend this manga? Yeah, I would. I really did like it, but of course be aware of some moments that could be really upsetting. This is a short, complete manga. I don't plan to read the light novel, though I wouldn't be opposed to reading the sequel story. I do actually kind of hope that they eventually do a manga adaptation of it, though I doubt that will happen. Certainly worth checking out this series if you do enjoy the villainous genre for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. My name is Bean. Check out the description for links to this model and any images used. Okay, bye.